Yo, listen. Are you chasing greatness? Are you becoming the best version of yourself? You doing that work that's uncomfortable? Tell me. I want to know. I'm gonna sit here and wait. I got plenty of seltzer. I'm gonna drink my seltzer. Hold on. Go ahead. If you're not doing that work, it's fine. I don't want you to feel like you're a bad person. But if you're watching this video right now, you're a part of the group of people who's going to change the world. Because if you're hearing this message right now, you got an opportunity to turn your life around. You don't know how much your life could change in a year. This is Six Pass TV, baby. On Six Pass TV, our goal is the first mission is to help you to improve your communication, meaning not so much of how you speak, but how you speak, but also the ability for you to communicate in a way where people can comprehend what you're talking about, and also where your comprehension is at, not just with listening to people, but also picking up on emotions, motives, biases, stuff like that, right? I feel as though if I can improve your communication, I can improve your logic because the same voice you think with is the same voice you talk with. So if your communication is better, that means that you're probably able to articulate your ideas and flesh your ideas out a little bit better. And then from there, I want to improve your relationship to people, places, and things. And after that, we get to the grand goal. And that's addressing the problem, the biggest problem I see today with grown ass adults. Immaturity. This channel is to help y'all grow the fuck up. I'm sorry for cursing. I'm sorry. But we gotta get into it, man. So we're gonna go ahead and kick. I'm trying to do a quick cook. YouTube demonetized one of my videos. Like, you so whack. Like, it's like I wasn't doing nothing to y'all. And on top of that, it was a love at the lockup joint. I said, "Oh, word? That's how we playing?" It's all good though. I don't take it personal. Accomplishing. I'm sorry. All right. Whatever you hold on a pedestal, whatever you think is amazing, whatever. Let's say it's having a luxury car. Let's say it's having a super nice apartment. Let's say it's staying calm. Let's say it's making friends. Let's say whatever you think is amazing. The only way it can happen is to take the good with the bad. Accept that it's not always going to be perfect, and understand you're probably going to have to get your hands dirty. And we got to be solution oriented, but also the solution a lot of times is going to mean you're going to have to do something. All right, do something. You know, so we got to take action. All right, but I'm sorry. The first point I want to get to is that if you choose to level up, if you choose to be great, you want to have to let go of validation, and you want to have to just know when you're right, or just focus on trying to be. Not so much even trying to be right, but understanding that you're going to have to know what the fuck you're talking about. You're going to have to know where your product is at. You want to have to study it. You should know. Okay, you're the one who's supposed to have faith. All right, it's not other people's job to have faith in you. All right, and you will always be punished for being great. And a lot of us, right, a lot of men, when they feel as though, like, all right, so let's say you had a hoopty like me, a nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. Trust me. When I was riding around in my Shaka Buku Fortune car, because my friend just happened to have his car and I ain't had no car, and he just happened to have this car, and that car was pretty much on his last leg, and that car got me around for the next year. And he offered me that car a couple of years ago. I didn't take the car because my ex at the time, it just seemed like it just felt like if I would have went and got the car, she wasn't going to like she wasn't going to drive it, or it was going to be an issue, rather than looking at it as, okay, this is going to help with our survival. or it's going to help us be able to get around until we can do better, right? But anywho, going to my example about the car. So when you're at that point where I was at, being in a brand new car seems so far away, right? To the point where you're not even thinking about like what it would take, getting your credit up. You know what I'm saying? That long-term thinking, right? But my point being is that, like, yo, so many of these things feed into a loser complex. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is what you want to discover when you are doing better, when you go from being in that hoopty to leveling up, you know what I'm saying, is that you're gonna find out that women charge different men different prices. All right. You're gonna find out that I'm trying to think how can I phrase it? You and that dude that you think is a loser, y'all may have banged some of the same girls. All right, let me go and let me share a clip real quick. Fair use.
Like most of the time,
why they dick be so big?
The brokest ones got the best penis, man. No cap.
Oh, I'm bring back.
It'll bum a little bit.
Me too, a little bit, but it's like, oh my god, the bums be having that fire dick. Like most of the time,
why they dick be so big?
The brokest ones got the best penis, man. No cap.
And it be so big and thick.
So like, big and thick.
It's like, Terry, it be to the point where you be trying to put them on money plays.
You know, oh, you know what? Oh my god, that you said that, because I do. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh my god, your broke ass dick so fucking good. I got some money for you. Like, let's go get this bag.
It'll bum a little.
So, you know, the female enhancement formula has all the women going crazy in the bedroom. Spread emoji. All right, shout out to them. So, shout out to those young ladies. I don't know what that podcast is, but yo, y'all sound crazy. Yo, you imagine like hearing your mother talk like this? You know, like for you imagine like hearing your mom this girl go on the internet and be talking like this, like yo, like it's like mad videos of like young women like talking explicitly, you know what I mean, about penis. But anyway, but you know, when you watch that video, it just seemed kind of like a funny video, right? But then you gotta think a little further. It's like, hold on. How would you know? Or how do you know? And not only that, right? The way they both spoke on it and the way it resonated with them, it resonated as if that's happened several times. So that means that both of y'all have been with quite a few broke dudes. So broke dude usually, for the most part, start with probably no vehicle and no job, or both. All right. And listen, no offense to people who are not driving right now. I'm just saying. But you know, in women's minds, that's what they be thinking. You know what I'm saying? So and you bring it up because it's like, you know, again, men hear this shit all day long about these crazy requirements. If you ask women, hey, like, you know, what you want, like, yo, you know, and I've come to realize that, yo, we got a whole generation of women who really think they can get a rich man, or they really think that they could attract a rich man. They think they want to manifest a millionaire. It's a wild concept. It's so many things that this generation of women like get that previous. Yo, your grandmother and them didn't get Wi-Fi. The men of your time made Wi-Fi. Like you can carry like you can do whatever you need to do all in this phone. All right. To the point where people are debating about what's the inappropriate amount of money to send someone for lunch. Niggas, that person sent you money. Who gets mad at how much money someone gave you for free? That's wild. And what other time in history will people complain about how much free money they were given for doing nothing? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be like, that would kind of be like if dudes could get on TikTok and come online, and let's just say that, you know, there's some women that are just really, really kind, and if they like you and whatnot, they'll just, hey, just approach you in a cafe and everything, and while you're having your macchiato, and invite you out sometimes. And just because she's a nice person, before you guys even go out, that fact, she says, don't forget it. We don't have to go anywhere. Like, we can have a date in the car, if you catch my drift. Can you imagine? So imagine if that was like socially acceptable, that sometimes when a girl really likes you, like, she'll just just skip all that. And I heard that happens, but I mean, come on, let's for most guys that's offensive. But let's imagine that happened, right? Right. So for the most part, that would mean that you've essentially gotten like free adult fun time. Like, you put zero like in investment in it. Imagine if it was like a TikTok trend where men complained about it, like, yeah, so like, shoot, I could tell that she never read a Kama Sutra. She ain't had no body butter. You know what I mean? She ain't bring no lingerie and nothing like that. Her perfume was cheap. You know what I mean? And then afterwards, she fed me and everything, but like, shit, it was just regular hibachi, like regular sushi, like shit. Like, if you a broke bitch, just say that. That's how that should be sounded. That sounds crazy. And that's why men have to learn how to not seek validation. You're going to have to keep refining every single day your sense of right from wrong. All right, and keep questioning yourself on, can I be more productive? Can I be smarter? Can I think further? Can I be better? Can I be a better friend? Can I be a better brother or sister? Can I be a better son? Can I be a better father or mother? Always. And keep working at it. Because when you put all that together, that makes an amazing person. How many of y'all want to be amazing people? I'm just happy, like, damn, I've come to grips with the fact that a lot of y'all don't want to be a good person. Like, you don't want to be known for being like a great person. And why is that? And I already know. Listen, relax. Okay, chill. It's my show. You all on your films over there, and I'm on this tank top. But people reject doing the work a lot of times because they don't want the pressure of maintaining consistency. They don't. Again, they on that Grinch time. Grinch, like the Grinch who stole Christmas. That, how the Grinch had that small heart. Your heart's small. The idea is to make your heart strong, and like, you want to have a big heart. You know what I mean? Because like the most beautiful moments of your life was from someone having a big heart, and someone really being all in and really trying, like really DMXing the game. You know what I mean? So I want to give Drizzy his flowers, because I think that Drake is having his own like Hove arc. Like, he's really experiencing what Hove used to experience. And the thing is that, you know what's crazy? Like, being an entrepreneur, having certain successes and stuff like that, and starting over and doing all these different things, and living these different lives, is that when I was younger, I didn't really get what Hove was talking about, because I wasn't there yet. And what he was giving you was he was letting you peer into the mind of someone who was at the top of the world. You know what I mean? And he lets you into the mind of how to have a winner's state of mind. You know what I mean? And not having a losing mentality. In terms of having faith in yourself. In terms of creating something new, investing in yourself. You know what I mean? Also graduating. Hov was one of the people who had to show niggas how to graduate. He showed, like, yo, you're supposed to graduate to having your own label. You're supposed to graduate to maybe basically leveraging your brand. All right, like, man, people were doing that before. I think Hov most learned from Master P and Diddy and Rap a Lot and stuff like that. But anyone can do it. Because at the end of the day, this is all niggas from the hood. with no college degrees, right? And pardon. When you get to a certain point, you want to actually like really have people move against you in a really aggressive way, right? And again, it may not really resonate with you if you've never been that nigga before, if you never been great at nothing before. But it's a thing that people do. Some people want to see you bothered. So you got to realize that the thing is that one flaw we have with society is that we socialize each other to not pick up on when someone's being evil or when someone's being mean, or not to acknowledge it in a real or acknowledge it in a way that's productive. Because for the most part, you kind of socialize to ignore it rather than calmly addressing this shit. But you got to realize, if you want to understand a human being's need and want to transfer energy, always think about the meme. When you see a good meme, how do you feel about a good meme? M-E-M-E. M-E-M-E. Yeah. M-E-M-E. Meme. A meme. How do you feel about the meme? So when you have a good one, what do? Give me a second. I got some water. Go ahead. Think about it. You laugh at it. You enjoy it. You get into it, right? And why is that? It's funny. You like it. It resonates with you. And what do you do after that? You share it, don't you? You share the damn meme. And why do you share the meme? Because you want your friends and family to get the same enjoyment that you got out of it. It's the same thing with interactions. Whatever someone comes to you with, that's what's going on inside them. Whatever people are on the inside, they tend to express it. An angry person cannot hide being angry. They can't. They just can't. All right? Just can't. Same thing with a happy person. You are what you are. But anyway, so we're socialized to the point where, to the point where it's okay, it's socially acceptable to shit on someone who's amazing at what they do, or someone who's extremely successful. And you know what? I had to realize, okay, I know what's going on here. But before I even get into that, I want to share these bars from this new song. So Drake dropped some what basically was like hundreds of gigs of like videos and shit, like home videos, random. And he had 3 records in there, right? So one record is with him, Thug, and 21 Savage, right? And when I heard this shit, I was like, damn, like I don't think ninjas really understand. No, it is nah. This verse right here was niggas Negro wake up call. It was a nigga's Negro wake up call of, bro, I'm Drake. What's wrong with you? Like, I'm Drake, nigga. Like, yo, this nigga got a verse saying, I told the promoter tonight, put me across from a section. We'll play patty cake. They just be letting us in. We don't do the inspection. I can't sleep at night with Thug at county corrections. I think it did enough reflecting. I think my brother learned his lesson. It's all just a part of the game. We all got to roll with protection. Just like the motherfucking judge, the hammers come out for injections. Nigga, what? He said 143 Rolexes in my collection. Yo, what is other bars nigga had, bro? He said, and Junior Boy rolling like Cinco de Mayo. He may have the 5th of possession. The way I'm used to playing the politics, I swear I could win the election. Oh my God, nigga, what? Like, the cloth talk that Drake is giving niggas in that verse is like, nigga, it's me. And shout out to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick better drop that album now, bro. Real talk, like, I felt like when I was listening to Kendrick records, I felt like, the records sound like they're part of an album. And I think that might have been like what, they didn't really make those other records really hit like Not Like Us did. Because Not Like Us, you know what I'm saying, it had more of a bop to it, had a feel to it. And I think to a certain degree, like the other records wasn't like hitting like that. And they weren't like, Euphoria wasn't better than Push Ups. You know what I mean? The other Johns, they went 4 times. So like the Heart is kind of like, the hell? It's kind of like Drake's last response. But it's like, It was more like a PSA. But anywho, I want to get into why black people wanted Drake to lose his battle. And it has to do with the fact that you associate success and good things with whiteness. And you associate struggle and low vibrational behavior and, basically bad outcomes with blackness. Because basically, so people have mentioned him not having a black experience as if African Americans people are the only black people who have a black experience. There's other black people in the world, and there's other kinds of black people. You know what I'm saying? Then what makes it worse is that with Kamala Harris, now she not only is she light, not only is she light skinned, she biracial, and she got a white husband. And also, when this broad was asked about reparations, she said it needs to be studied. She couldn't even bullshit you to like an answer that says, "Hey, we're gonna think about it." She said it needs to be studied. It needs to be studied. Wait. Bitch, it's not biology. Study? How you come up with that? And I bring it up because, the whole premise of Not Like Us is about, basically, you not black like us. You haven't had the black experience. Basically, you have not grown up in poverty and growing up in the American ghettos. I'm like, y'all realize that you don't know nothing. You don't know anything about this man. I'm like, and not only that, anyone who followed the man's story, the nigga tell his story. The nigga was broke before all this shit happened. Okay, like, nigga, he was getting kicked out of groups. Like, fam, that's not him being Jewish. He's not that kind of Jewish. Not all Jews got power like that, bro. Y'all realize there's a hierarchy. Like, and again, you associate whiteness with good to the point where you really think all Jews is connected? All of them? I mean, it's levels to it, obviously. And again, class will always be a factor. But from what Drake said, his mother's been disabled most of his life. And his father's a regular guy, so where would this money come from? Like, what the fuck you talking about? Now, I'm not saying it was exactly dead broke, but that's one of the arguments. And it's like, why is that an argument? Why is it an argument for you? I remember when I think the show's called Baldwin Hills, right? And it was a show about black kids in the suburbs that lived in, like, really nice places. And, and their hijinks and adventures, right? And I don't know why he thought it was cool to put this in the intro, but hey, it was profound. And because you know how they all have a blurb they say for the intro, and I think the girl says, not all black people live in the hood, and it's like, yeah. Y'all need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I need to hear that. I mean, it astounds me so much with the brothers that I've had conversations with, like how unambitious a lot of y'all are, or how much shit y'all been taking from y'all girls. I'm like, yo, couldn't be me. Anywho, but going back to this next moment right here about, like, for the most part, the Drake and Kendrick beef really helped me to understand. I think this is a great lesson for winners. That you're going to get to a certain point where it's not really going to matter anymore. and it's going to get to a point where they would rather tear you down than build you up. And that's why it's super important that, again, you be close to whatever spiritual practice you have. That I feel like that's the best thing for you. Discipline, having a crazy goal for yourself to focus on. Yo, listen, me trying to do a YouTube channel has really kept me going over this last year. And this last year has went so fast. Oh my gosh. Like, I can't believe I'm already about to turn 37. But yo, I'm doing better than I was doing before. You know what I mean? I'm only going up. You know what I mean? So, last year I wasn't getting no subscribers. Shout out to everybody who watching the channel, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all. I feel like I got some more clips. Hold on, y'all. I think it's some more. Hey, here we go. I know I have some more show for you.
On Drake because he's the guy.
Shit, like there's something extra on it.
It's also probably he's fucked everyone's bitch. Yeah.
My suspicion was like, yo, this shit got to be personal.
I mean, he's also that guy though. All the records, all the numbers, he's the one.
How hard was that beat for you?
I just wish I had never spoke on it. It was what it was. I was in fucking Europe, so I felt kind of disconnected from it, but it was insane. I mean, in the day, them niggas still richer than all of us. People just hating on Drake because he's the guy.
Shit, like there's something extra on.
My bad, y'all. Let me play one more for y'all.
It's so great.
How hard was that beat for you? Like,
no, I mean, it was what it was, I was in fucking Europe, so I felt kind of disconnected from it, but it was insane. I mean, in the day, them still richer than all of us. So that's what I want people to realize. At the end of the day, like, both are still on all of us.
How hard was that beat for you?
Anyway, so I bought it up because Angry Man, shout out to Angry Man. He was going over that clip the other day, and it was about basically how people wanted Drake to be bothered, and these guys are asking about, was it hard on him? Did he seem upset and this and that? And you know what? As I was doing my planks, I realized, people got to realize that the only way to be the guy is to just to focus on being the guy. You cannot like engage in people. It takes energy to take on people's opinions and their thoughts and their feelings and stuff like that, because it distracts you from yourself and the work that you need to be doing. And people gotta understand that, nothing's going to stop, because he's not going to stop making music and stop being great. And whatever your journey is in life, bro, you got to realize you got to have that kind of resolve that, I'm not going to stop. I'm conditioned to run 40 sprints. All right. I'm conditioned. That's how you got to see it. I'm conditioned to do marathons when it comes to problem solving, when it comes to putting that work in. All right. Because sometimes that's what it's going to be sometimes. All right. And the way that you go about, and the way you go about making progress, it may not always be comfortable, but can't nobody stop you, man. Whatever you want to accomplish, can't nobody stop you, man. You can't let nobody stop you. That's why you got to be clear on what your mission is. Decide what that is, okay? And it's not going to happen overnight. That's another thing too. Is people understanding that great progress can't happen overnight. That's another thing that my generation has bought into. That's why dating is dead. Is that basically a life of luxury can happen overnight. Black folks in previous generations that had money, it didn't come about because the man just worked super hard and then the woman just walked into his life and it was just on. No, they had to figure it out like everybody else. But anyway, I hope Kendrick puts an album out and everything. Like I was saying before, I think those tracks would have fit better on the album because they sound like they was a part of the album. You know what I mean? So I think like if you put out like a 12-track album and he has those tracks on there and he might as well just make a whole album about Drake, But again, it's interesting how my perspective on like Drake's lyrics has changed a lot. Like I remember what's it called, the Chicago freestyle, but it's what you made me wanna be, baby, you can show me things. It's a shit with I think his name was Jivion, you know, the singer, right? With the vocal thing. And like I remember, like I liked the record, but it just didn't resonate with me at that time. But like not like again, I wasn't that successful at that point. But like a couple of years later, I'm listening to it. I'm like, this nigga talking. All right. And it was the same thing with Jay. I think we niggas know Jay is nice, but until you would really experience life, like you don't know what he's talking about. All right. And that's another thing too. It's like, yo, if you find yourself not relating to winners, that's the issue. You got to do some more work. You understand? I do some more work. I went the half hour, right, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe. 6 Past Dice, Mr. Lane. If you need me, please like, share, and subscribe. See y'all later. Peace.